What up? What up? What's going on, everybody? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Church Guys post game show. Game 6 is in the books, and the Knicks got it done. It's the best thing you can say about this game tonight. The Knicks got it done. All heart, all grit, no quit. That's the team's motto this year. And a lot to talk about, a lot to unpack in this game. Bishop L has joined me. He's here. Of course, we invite you guys to join the conversation. Join us live right now. Y'all like, share, tag, comment. Let's go. Let's get everybody in. The Villanova Knicks, Sam, they got it done. Jalen Brunson, 41 and 12 tonight, although there were a few questionable decisions with Jalen with the ball late in this game. Missed 4 free throws. L.
I got the garden in my backdrop.
Yes.
I got the orange and blue. Empire State Building in my backdrop. There's a lot that we can talk about in this game. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stay on until J Mac comes on or Davey comes on. I'm gonna walk down to 14th and 8th and catch the A.
All right. So we're gonna get Bishop L walking through the streets of New York City right now, where he just left the sports bar. Yeah, Shelly.
Yeah.
For my pressure was good most of the game. Everybody needs for the next couple of days. Everybody just needs to take 100 free throws before they can leave the gym. We got to go back to high school. You got to make 100 before you leave the gym. That's it. That's it.
I have a real issue with the way Brunson is playing.
Absolutely.
And
that's off.
And I have no problem. I have no problem with the fact. Okay, he's gonna score. You know he's gonna score. I just have a real issue with the way he is orchestrating the offense, the way that he is being a floor general. It's becoming very one-dimensional. It's becoming very dribble with your head down type of, like, that's what I'm getting from him now. He's dribbling with his head down, and he's not really moving the ball around like we have been used to seeing him do in the regular season. Yes, we got the win, and it's appreciated, but we can't go far with him playing like that.
Well, first I got to credit Nick Nurse's schemes. Philly, Nick Nurse is a championship coach, and he made Jalen uneasy all series long. I think the issue, L, and I agree with you. Let me be clear. I absolutely agree with you. This was not our all-world NBA point guard at all. Most of this series, I think he had one Jalen Brunson game in this series. The other 5 games, he got his points because he is a superstar, regardless of what Willie may think. I had to throw that shot, Willie.
The one Jalen Brunson superstar. I am an all-star.
That was 47.
I am a top 5. And what was that? Game 3, right?
That was game 3. Yep. That was the 47 point game. Yep. So
I got his jersey though. I have his jersey. So
I see you rocking the JB. You all right?
I have his jersey.
You're right, Keisha. He really didn't play what we saw all season long. He like El just said, we only really saw a full JB game in one game this series. But again, when you are a superstar, you're gonna find a way to get your points. I'll give it to him. He made his free throws late in this game. He made clutch baskets in this game, which is what your superstar is supposed to do when they're not playing well. So
Leon Rose just met Jalen Brunson as he walked off the floor and hugged him.
They had to give it to him. And you know what? That's part of my take. I feel like Jalen was pressing this series. I really do.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's going to be much better in the second round. I feel like he was pressing for 2 reasons. Number one, obviously, no Julius. So and I appreciate Jalen to that degree. He took on the superstar persona. We're going to live and die with me. But I agree with El again. You can't overdo it. You still got to...
It seems like it's more Knicks fans tonight than it was the other night. I'm looking at the TV screen, man.
Oh, yeah, them Philly fans got out of there. they got out of there.
It was.
Yeah.
Philly, New York was in the building. New York was in the
And
building tonight.
But
Stephon,
can I say something, guys?
go
I
ahead,
jumped in.
J-Mac.
I did
I
turn
know
the
you.
game on in the last 4 minutes. I had to. It was killing me. I was like, I got to put this work down. Um, listen, it's the playoffs, guys. Let's remember that too. It's the playoffs. If you go over Jordan's games,
Very
Jordan
true.
didn't have great shooting performances either.
Absolutely. He willed
Because
he willed the Bulls to a title one year where he shot under 40% for the entire series.
in that Seattle series, he did
Yeah,
not shoot well at all.
at all.
So, let's I agree with you. I don't like the over dribbling that he's doing.
Yeah.
The
Oh my
over
God.
dribbling.
But Stephon Marbury called it out on Knicks Fan TV after game 2. He said the difference I'm seeing, he's like, because CP, the franchise, asked Marbury, he's like, what are you seeing? What is Philly doing? And Marbury pointed, Stephon Marbury, he's a basketball savant.
He's a point guard.
He said, it's nothing that Philly is doing. Jalen has to stop dribbling, get to his spots, make quick decisions. You can't probe now because those teams know to collapse on you when you start probing. You don't. There's no time. Make a decision. You get past your man. Either make a shot or make a pass. You
Suit
gotta
up,
do
Steph. Suit up, Steph.
And man, we withstood that Philly bench tonight because that was crazy.
Oh man, Philly's bench
That was crazy.
This was their one.
You talk about weathering a storm.
Their bench was absent all series long, and they came out there again. Nick Nurse, he played the hot hand. Who knew that Buddy Hield was going to come back after not playing at all in Game 5? He had 2 points in the series. Dude had 20 tonight. Dude had 20.
Listen, that Philly bench, I was very nervous because they just kept making shot after shot after shot.
Overseer Bullard, you are so right. We were saying it in our group text, like,
they gotta play Precious.
They gotta play the bench. Get Precious sometimes. Get Alec Burks sometime. You've got playoff tested veterans on this team. I mean, even though Precious is young, he's been to the playoffs pretty much every year he's been. He was in the play. He was part of Heat culture with Miami. He was part of Toronto when they were pretty decent with Pascal Siakam. Play these guys.
But he showed himself. He proved himself in Game 3. I mean, in Game 3, he proved himself.
Yes, Andy. Glad we got the win. Keisha, you're right. Free throws matter. Free throws shooting
and
matters.
Thank goodness they got hot down the stretch. They got hot down the stretch.
Boy, do they ever. Boy, do free throws matter.
Well, Andy, Overseer Jason Hendrickson gonna keep talking because that's just.
Well, let me. I'm gonna address that.
Go ahead.
Because now I understand why he's hating. He don't want to see us. That's what this is. The
Celtics want no part of the Knicks.
He doesn't want to see us. He wants anybody in the East but us.
Yep.
That's what it is. Because I'm telling you right now, the Knicks, even without Julius, can match up with that team. Even with Porzingis out there, the Knicks can match up with them.
I spoke to Hendrickson earlier this season, and I told him, don't think for 1 minute that that's going to be a cakewalk. It's not. And I said, and you know what that series is really about just based off of that last game. Y'all never saw a healthy Knicks team. The 4 wins that they got, they never saw a healthy Knicks team. He knows that. Yeah, we won.
And bro, just like we called it in the beginning of the season, and he's trying to ignore it. Porzingis is hurt. We called this.
Yeah, we knew that was gonna happen.
And that guy, and did you see how he got injured? He was just, it was nothing.
It was practically non-contact.
It was non-contact. And those are the worst injuries to get.
Yeah, those are the ones you don't come back from.
Yes.
He got injured by a loud crowd.
Well,
no, I don't wish him any harm, but
no, of course not. But that was funny though. Willie,
Willie, I disagree with you.
Yeah, Philly is a much better defensive team than Indiana. Philly is a much better defensive team than Indiana.
The Pacers don't play defense.
Right.
They outscore you.
Philly is a much better defensive team than Indiana. Much better. So, Philly's problem was, in the end, they didn't have enough, and the refs finally, at the end of the game, stopped bailing out Joel Embiid because I'm noticing all he was doing was once he realized he couldn't go by any of our bigs, he just started falling into them to get foul calls. And the last 3 possessions, they stopped.
And Scott Foster, thank goodness.
Scott Foster said, "No, I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
You fall. You just fall. You just fall."
Yep. Absolutely. They stopped that right away. They said, "Okay, enough of that."
Deuce and OG, yeah. Listen, Deuce McBride is ready for the big time. He didn't have a great shooting night tonight. Didn't get a lot of minutes because Tibbs really only played him 9 minutes tonight, but he hit a big 3. Deuce is always ready. I love Deuce. Deuce is always ready, and I respect that.
OG in the fourth quarter, man.
OG Anunoby was the difference maker in this fourth quarter, and that dunk that got the 5th foul on Embiid. That's what they had to do to Embiid all game long. We've been saying it all series. This guy is on one leg. Again, not that we wish any harm on him, but you attack that weakness.
You put him out there, you got to go at him.
You got to go at him. I need the Knicks to see Boston. Oh, yeah.
We're not looking past Indy. We got
Indiana, but we coming. 4 more wins till Boston. 4 more wins till Boston.
He don't. That's what it is, brothers. He don't want us. He don't want to see. He don't want to see the Knicks. That's what this is.
He don't want to see the Knicks.
He don't want to see the Knicks.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Rick Carlisle is another championship-winning coach, and Tibbs is going to have to make adjustments.
And Halliburton is a beast.
The New York Knicks, I'm going to say they won this game tonight despite their coach. Their heart and their will won this game tonight because Tibbs was getting out-coached by Nick Nurse. I'm just going to call it what it is.
Fellas,
yes.
Let me give you these numbers real quick. Game 3, last 4 games for Brunson, 39-13, 47-10, 40-6, 41-12. Those were the last 4 games that our superstar put up.
Yeah, those are superstar numbers. Listen, I just need Jalen to understand that he doesn't need to put the team on his back. He doesn't need to do that.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Go ahead, Al.
Let me just say something. Okay. Jalen Brunson is really, really good, but I saw some holes in his game the last couple of games that I'm not sure if we need to be really saying this dude is a superstar.
Every superstar has holes in their game.
Nah, I'm sorry. Nah, come on. You've been watching playoff basketball long enough, man.
Exactly. Every superstar has holes.
You can't get up off of that now.
I'll put it.
Superstar in the making?
Nah, he's there.
Nah, he's there already, bro.
He's there.
So this nigga
he did not have a great game as Davey Wright joins us. He did not play great. We all agree with that.
Davey's here that we want.
Bro,
Davey's here.
Patrick Ewing ain't even put these numbers up. You can't say Jalen Brunson ain't a superstar.
And Patrick Ewing was a bona fide superstar.
Yes.
And Patrick Ewing had clunkers in the playoffs.
I'll take it back, y'all. Okay, I'll take it back. You know what? He just had me under a lot of pressure tonight.
No, we agree. We absolutely agree with you.
It's playoff basketball, though, fellas.
But superstars find a way to get it done, and that's what he did. He found a way to get it done. He made the 2 free throws he had to make. He made 3 clutch shots down the stretch. Jalen Brunson played superstar.
Bro, and he hit 2 big free throws at the end of the game.
End of the game.
That's a superstar. On the road. 2 big free throws at the free throw line in Philly on the road.
He hit the
Willie, nobody's agreeing with you, Willie. Nobody's agreeing with you, Willie.
He sure did.
Nobody's agreeing with you.
He did. No. As a matter of fact, it wasn't those 2 free throws that kind of sold me a little bit. It was actually the runner that he hit.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
in between the 3 defenders?
In between the 3 defenders. But it was also the 2 3-pointers that he hit.
Yeah. Those are big time shots. Yes.
We had 2 really
big. Butler, you got to put out a retraction. You see what you done did for Willie? You got to put out a retraction, brother.
I am. I will. But I have to.
That's okay.
I have to go through the entire. Y'all are right. I take that back. I digress. I take that back.
39, 47, 40, 40, whatever he scored tonight. The last 3 games, 39
41 and 12 tonight. 41 and 12.
41 and 12?
Yeah, he's balling. Yeah. Let me shut up.
Even with the
what
mistake,
else could he have done, L?
Nothing
No,
else he
no,
could have
no,
done.
no, Willie.
He could have stopped. He could have stopped with the turnovers. He could stop with those.
Listen, Joel Embiid. Hold on. Joel Embiid turned the ball over 9 times in the last game, and nobody questioned his superstardom.
Because he had a triple-double.
Right.
So they ignored the 9 turnovers. But he had 9 turnovers. And
Jalen
he
Brunson
fouled
didn't
out
have
tonight.
9. And he had to foul out tonight.
Okay, guys, I digress. He is a superstar. Y'all are right. I digress.
Oh,
I
Tobias
digress.
Harris. Yes, David. Tobias Harris, no points tonight in 39 minutes. He had $1 million for every one of those minutes.
Bro, they're gonna kill him in Philly tonight and tomorrow. He's gonna be the GOAT. He's gonna be yeah. Yeah, you see, yeah. That's right, sis. Take up
No,
for
what
Butler.
about your man Embiid? 2 points in the fourth quarter.
Again. But again, the referees did their job in the fourth quarter, which was not bail Embiid out. Because literally, Embiid got to the point where he was just falling into guys, and they were calling fouls.
He's just killing you. He said, get out your feelings. You sound emotional, Butler.
She right.
All right.
My bad, sis.
We got to let Davey Wright get in. Dave, let's go.
Happy anniversary, bro, by the way.
Happy anniversary, bro. Yeah.
Yeah. I usually preach that anniversary, but I guess he didn't want me this year.
Don't you do that, Butler. I'm doing a special service just to bring you in.
But
listen,
he didn't bring me, and I brought him over for my pastoral day.
you come for the church anniversary, McCann. You come for the church anniversary.
The bar outing got him tripping. It's okay.
Come on, bro. What you got to say about this game? Let's hear it, man.
Come on, Dave.
I need a Nick vacation after this series.
We all do.
Look at me. Look at what I look.
We all do. We were stressed tonight.
We here, baby.
Oh, yeah, they go Jesse. They go Jesse.
We were up by 22 points.
But that's the first quarter. Y'all know ain't no lead safe.
Listen,
y'all know ain't no lead safe in the NBA. Y'all know that.
No. I am fully convinced that the league is rigged. If we said it in our chat.
4 consecutive. Taj Bernard King for the club record. 4 consecutive playoff 40-point games.
That 20-point blown lead had the smell of please go to game 7 on it.
Yes.
Oh God. Don't y'all even get my wife involved with this. Talking about the wives you vacation too.
Y'all on my podcast.
Nope, not happening.
Say what's up. Y'all on my podcast.
Nick fans, what up?
Let's go, baby.
There they go.
Let's go. Nick fans everywhere. That's what I'm talking about.
But for the game tonight.
Oh, now Jesse, really?
Don't pay Jesse no mind.
Jesse, I was getting ready to actually give you a compliment.
Wow, bro.
I was getting ready to say, Jesse says it's rigged.
He said it was rigged.
He said it's rigged.
I think he's talking about my point. I don't think he's speaking about as far as the way the game went. I think he's talking about my point.
This 9 o'clock start on the East Coast. Oh my God.
Yo, you know I was screaming about that as soon as you put it up in the group the other night.
Yeah, once I saw it, I said 9 p.m. on the.
That was a setup, brothers. Y'all know that.
No precedent in league history. None. Y'all know I researched it. This has never been before in the first round series on the East Coast.
Are you gonna play? So are you gonna? Well, I guess they could have gave one of those games another day, like one of those games could have been played tomorrow. But you got to also remember that the hockey playoffs is going on right now.
I agree, Willie.
So there's a lot happening. But me and Jay was talking about this earlier. Like, we had the early game the other night.
Hendrickson's here, by the way, but go ahead.
Yeah, we see it. I see him.
No,
we'll address him in a minute.
We had the early game the other night, and then that time zone, that central time. Most of Indiana and Milwaukee's fans, although they are on the East Coast as far as time zone, Eastern Standard Time, most of them are Central Time as far as the way that their clocks are moving, right? So you gotta pretty much put that game early and put our game at night. You don't want to drag it to another day because that kind of messes up your TV schedule. Like all of like those TV schedules and everything are already kind of set in stone, especially after 4 games.
I totally
Especially
get it.
after 4 games, right?
I
So
totally get it.
Willie
you know,
Green
like
is, but Willie Green is right. The Knicks have never
Never.
played a 9
I
o'clock.
told y'all this
playoff
was
game.
this was unprecedented.
Never.
There's never
Never.
there's never
Not a
been
9 o'clock
except
East
for-
Coast game.
except for the finals. Because at the
I've never
finals,
seen-
all games are at 9 p.m. All
Right.
weekday games are at 9 p.m. on
Yeah,
for the
but I'm
finals.
talking playoffs, Eastern
Right. The
Conference.
first
I've
round
never seen that.
happened before. Never
I've
happened.
never seen a 9 p.m. game neither, but you know, I mean, hey, listen, who can complain about the extra rest though? Because we did get extra rest.
Hey,
behind
it
us,
worked.
right?
It worked in our favor. Like Josh Hart, it worked for him. But what for tonight? Jalen Brunson, he's definitely a superstar for sure. But my thing is, I don't think he got nothing left for them Indianas. He
Hendrickson, we didn't barely make it out.
Jason Hendrickson, do you understand this is playoff basketball? Oh, that's right.
wanted-
You just count wins and losses. You don't know strategy, so that's right.
Get him a
Not to
chance.
mention the fact y'all beat a decimated Miami Heat team.
And made y'all
Decimated.
sweat after y'all lost that game. Should have
Decimated.
been a sweep.
Because if Jimmy Butler's playing, they probably
It wouldn't have been like that.
It wouldn't have
Oh
been
yeah,
like that.
Sam. I knew it was over once the owner of the Sixers bought. Let's deal with that for a second.
Yes.
What kind of fan base is this that the owner has to buy 2,000 seats to make sure Knicks fans don't overrun the place? And it didn't work.
And it didn't work.
And we still took over the arena.
We
It
still
was
took
more
over
Knicks
the
fans
arena.
there tonight than it was in Game 5.
That's
Yo,
what the
they-
announcer said. The announcer said,
In game
"Now,
4.
I know they bought 2,000 tickets, but it don't sound like it in here."
A lot of them didn't show up.
Superstar. Yeah, Jalen Brunson's a superstar. Well, if that's what
You
mean,
can
is it?
give
'Cause
away. You can give it. This is what they did, though. It wasn't like
They
they
gave
were
away
standing
2,000
outside.
tickets.
I'm
It
not
wasn't like they
hushing up
was-
nothing. I ain't
It
hushing
wasn't
up
like they
nothing.
was. It wasn't like they were standing outside telling everybody, "Yo, if you want to go
Thank
to the
you,
game,
David.
here's a free ticket." Right? If they really wanted to make that strategy work, they should have got in contact with everybody who had already bought tickets, and they should have said, "Bring somebody to the game on us." What they did was they took the tickets and they gave them to corporations. So they sent 100 tickets to the fire department,
Right.
100 tickets to a non-for-profit department, and those
It was
people
all
like-
first responders.
It was
He
all
gave
first
them the
responders, right?
He didn't even give them to the everyday Philly fan. He
No.
gave them he gave them all to first responders.
So
Yep.
those people are like, "I got things to do tonight. It's Thursday. I
And
got
first
and it's a
responders got to
9
get up
o'clock
early in the morning. They ain't staying up no late night for no game.
A 9 o'clock
Right.
game, they not coming out for that.
Willie, I gotta disagree with this. The one thing I will give Tibbs teams is they are usually the best conditioned teams in the league. So the Knick conditioning has held up, even though yes, we all agree that the bench should have played more. But this is why his teams are conditioned the way they are. So saying he can't keep up this pace, listen, they said when he started the season strong, they said it wouldn't last the entire season. We got to the All-Star break, they said he would taper off. He's only gotten better as the season has gone on.
And listen, when we
He's
talking
only
about
gotten better.
matching up with Indiana, I like this matchup, and I'm gonna tell you why.
I
Tyrese
love
Halliburton
it.
can't guard Jalen Brunson.
Because I believe our front line can match up with their front line now.
If they play
Now you got-
Precious.
they don't have an Embiid. They
No.
don't have somebody like Embiid. They don't have that.
No, because OG can lock up Pascal Siakam.
And who's the other guy? What's the other one?
Miles Turner.
Turner.
Miles
yes.
Turner. Yeah.
Yes.
Don't forget,
Hartenstein
OG played with Pascal for 4 or 5 years.
Exactly.
The only thing I'll give Miles Turner is an excellent rebounder. So it's going to be a battle on the boards as far as rebounds go. But he and Hartenstein are going to cancel each other's out. I think Mitch is going to end up being the X factor up front for us.
Yep, they got to watch Obi Toppin leaking out on the break. They got to watch that.
Well, they know it. So
Yeah.
just be ready for it. He
Yeah.
did it for us. So they know it. You said that they won't travel to Indiana. There are Knicks fans already in Indiana.
There
Now,
are
maybe
Knicks
it's
fans
not.
there, bro. What are you talking about, man?
There are Knicks fans in Indiana. So
They can have a game on Mars. and Nick fans will be there.
Wait a minute. Don't we have home court there too?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got home court. The first two
Yeah, we
games
got-
at the Garden.
we-
Why
we-
are we
we
talking about Indiana now?
We got home court for this series. I mean,
We got
listen,
home court until the Eastern
I
Conference.
expect the series to be a slugfest. I absolutely expect the series to be a slugfest, just like
We're
this
not
one was.
sweeping Indiana.
No, absolutely not.
And we did not squeak by Philadelphia. We should have won it in 5.
It should have been a gentleman's sweep. That was my prediction. Y'all remember? I predicted
Yes,
a gentleman's
did.
sweep, and it
I don't
should have
wanna
been a
talk about-
gentleman's sweep.
I don't want to talk about that non-call on that travel. That they
I'm still
decided the
hurting.
next
I'm
day.
still hurt. I know we won tonight.
It's water under the bridge, gentlemen. It's over.
But
The series is over.
I'm still licking my wounds down.
Listen, that was their makeup for game 2. That was their makeup for game 2. That's what it boils down to. That was the makeup for game 2. David speaks truth. Indiana got something for them. Okay.
Listen, let me tell you something. The Celtics ain't winning a championship without Porzingis.
No.
No, it's not going to happen.
So I'm telling you
That
that right now,
championship went out the
Overseer Hendrickson, if y'all happen to make it to the finals, y'all not winning without Porzingis healthy. Y'all losing again.
Oh, really, Sam? Somebody said that they were pumping crowd noise through the sound system. I believe that because it did sound a little crazy. I believe
it sounded
that.
a little distorted every time they went to the line.
Sam, I believe that. I absolutely believe that. I absolutely believe that.
That would be crazy if that's true. That
No,
would be
no,
crazy
no,
if
no,
that's
no,
true.
no. Jesse, I gotta disagree with this take. You saying he's not a superstar that puts him on Jordan, LeBron, Magic level, and he's not there yet? No, that's not Jordan. Jordan and LeBron. There's not even gonna factor in Magic yet. But Jordan and LeBron are in a different stratosphere.
That's a different echelon.
They're beyond superstar.
They're mega. They're mega.
Those are mega stars.
Mega.
Superstar, because by your logic, that means Kevin Durant's not a superstar.
That means Joel Embiid ain't a superstar.
That means Joel Embiid ain't a superstar. That means Kyrie Irving is not a superstar. You know, so and these are guys.
Tatum is not a superstar.
Tatum is not a superstar. So the superstar level is crowded right now. Absolutely, the game is in good hands with the level of talent there is. That means SGA is not a superstar. That means Ant-Man is not a superstar.
Listen,
You can't take anything.
Jordan
take anything
LeBron is
Jesse
in
is saying.
the HOV. Everybody, the third lane is the
Superstar lane, right? And then there's
That's where
everybody else.
that's where the superstars are. But everybody ain't privileged
Yeah.
to go in the HOV lane. Jordan, LeBron, Kobe, they over there in the HOV, passing everybody.
You're right about that, Noah, and that's true. Like Hartenstein and Mitch have to get out on Turner on that pick and pop because he can definitely shoot the 3.
But I'm confident about Hartenstein getting out there. I'm confident with him.
The other thing is Miles Turner is not as physical as Joel Embiid, so it's gonna be a different kind of series. It's gonna be more Hartenstein speed because it's gonna be more about speed and finesse.
Yeah, then they're gonna the Knicks got to be ready that every chance Indiana gets, they're gonna try to run.
Jason, you don't have the powers to block no Heat fans. You leave Keisha alone.
That's right. Leave her alone.
Keisha is one of us. You leave her
That's
alone.
right. That's right.
Even though she's a Heat fan, she's one of us.
That's right.
So
She's a heater. She's a heater.
She already said that she wants the Knicks to wear Boston out. She already told us that.
She absolutely did.
So I can
And
imagine.
Embiid Harris is going to the Heat. No, Embiid wants to come to New York quiet as kept.
Oh, not that it wasn't that wasn't quiet. Did you see what he said the other night?
That's what I'm about to.
I'm sitting there going,
He
this
got
dude
an
is
apartment
lobbying
in
for a
New
trade.
Bro, he said I've had an apartment in New York for the last 5 years.
He's like, New York is his favorite city.
He said I've had an apartment here for the last 5 years.
But it's got to be interesting for Philly to come into that atmosphere and see how New York fans are during the playoffs. You have to be crazy to not want to play here. If you're that level of player, you got to be crazy to not want to be here.
Did you see the long embrace between him and Jalen Brunson at the end of the game?
Oh yeah, game recognized game. It's a respect thing. Game recognized game.
Sure.
I won't say finals. We're gonna take it one series at a time.
Listen, we gotta get
one
by
game
Indiana.
at a time.
I'm waiting for that schedule to come out, and hopefully I'm waiting to see if it comes out tonight.
Now Saturday they need to put the Knicks on at 9.
Game 1 Monday night at the Garden.
Beautiful. They gave him some days off.
Game
Give him some
1
days.
Monday night at the Garden,
Excellent.
7:30. So we'll have game 1 of Knicks Pacers.
Butler, we
followed by
going
that
up Monday night?
Game
We
2
going up
of
Monday night, baby.
What
Game
time
2
does
of
that game start?
7:30 p.m. because
Oh,
Nuggets
that's a perfect time for me.
Nuggets
We going up
Timberwolves
Monday
is
night,
the second game that night on TNT.
I'm in there.
We going
Enjoy
up
the
Monday
win,
night.
but please block these Heat fans. No, Jason, we're not blocking the Heat fans.
We're not blocking anybody. No.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you, Jason. I
appreciate that.
We definitely appreciate you finally.
Right, David. Let Jesse know those guys he mentioned are megastars.
Right. Those are
that's
megastars.
That's different.
Nobody saying Jalen Brunson. Listen, listen. They calling Tyrese Maxey a superstar now.
Jalen Brunson would have to go on like a crazy win 3 or 4 finals in a row to get put and play at this level the whole time to get put on that level. So,
Bro,
I don't see that happening.
If he lead the Knicks to 1 championship, that's the equivalent of 4 to 1 championship in New York.
He lead the Knicks to 1 championship. He's getting a statue outside the Garden.
Yes. And Patrick ain't got one.
Right. He's getting a statue
crazy.
outside the Garden. He leads the Knicks to 1 championship.
That is insane. 1 championship is the equivalent of 4.
Bro,
That is
it's been
insane.
it's been 5 decades.
No, I agree,
Yes.
Willie. I agree. And I believe the Knicks have the better bench. The problem is Tibbs won't play his bench.
That's what we got to talk about.
That's the issue.
He almost blew this game tonight.
Yep.
Fellas,
going to the bench.
let's not, we can't skate over it.
Yeah.
Our coach almost blew this game for us because he will not play his bench. Thank goodness we got enough timeouts. I see what
Jason is upset with Keisha right now.
Silence these darn Heat fans, please.
Because Keisha keep going in because she's coming before she said Tatum is for sure not a superstar.
But you know what that is? It is debatable. Do you consider Tatum a superstar? It's debatable.
No.
It's debatable, fellas. It really is.
I don't know.
Tatum.
I don't know. And I know you like that Brown and Tatum law firm. Jason
Tatum-
likes that Brown and Tatum law
That
firm.
Tatum and Brown, baby. But we
But
got
I
our
don't-
own law firm now. Hartenstein.
The in-season tournament didn't really tell me anything as far as Indiana being for real because, again, the in-season tournament, while, yes, it was important and they played while it was early season, and, again, they have not faced a team. I mean, the Heat, as they were currently constructed, didn't have their best defensive unit on the floor. They didn't have their best offensive players on the floor. Indiana has never been tested in the playoffs yet. This is the series that will determine if Indiana's for real or
They
not.
beat a decimated
Right, they beat a decimated Heat team.
Milwaukee team.
And not because they're playing the Knicks, because if we had lost this series, still, they would have a tough time with Philadelphia because Philadelphia is a great defensive team.
And the Pacers beat a depleted Milwaukee team. Let's not forget that. They did what they were supposed to do. They beat a team without Giannis and without Lillard.
I'll take Dame.
And Dame came back tonight and had 28. I won't take
Sure
Dame because
did.
Dame don't play no defense.
Sure.
What'd he say? You're either a star or a superstar. Now we added to the
No. Who? What? Again, Jesse, don't you start with this narrative spinning. You've been doing good. Don't you start
Jordan,
with it.
Kobe, and LeBron are in the penthouse.
They're
Right.
not.
They on the top floor.
That's different. You talking
Yeah, that's-
first of all. You talking multiple championships, okay?
Right.
So let's really talk about superstar status and megastar status. Megastar status is this: when the league has used your face as their identity. Let's start right there. The
Right.
league has literally used your face as their identity, i.e., Kobe, Mike, Bill
LeBron,
Russell, LeBron,
Magic,
Right.
Magic,
Bird,
Okay, those guys were
Patriot.
used.
Kareem,
literally-
Kareem.
They were
Kareem
right,
Abdul-Jabbar,
they-
yes.
They were actually a part of the marketing plan for the league.
They in the penthouse.
Okay,
Yeah,
Right. There
that's
is
something
that.
different.
That's right. As for instance, I honestly think that this kid Anthony,
Ant-Man Edwards.
I think
Yeah.
he's gonna be that.
Knicks, my guy.
Let's go Knicks,
My
baby.
guy,
Let's go Knicks, baby. I think.
I love New York. I promise you, I love New York. When our teams are
12:30.
good,
Oh my gosh,
when-
Jason Hendrickson, no, you're not doing this to that girl.
he is going after Keisha
Okay.
Hart in these comments
So
right
now everybody else that are superstars, right? A superstar was a Patrick Ewing, a Charles Barkley,
Charles Barkley.
Um,
Yep. Karl Malone.
Karl Malone, Stockton.
Karl Malone, Stockton, Blake. I'll even go with Blake Griffin,
Dominique Wilkins.
Dominique Wilkins, Chris Paul,
Where do we
Carmelo
put-
Anthony.
Where do
Let's
we
go
put?
past the
Where do we
Delbert.
put? Where do we put Tim Duncan?
Superstar.
Tim Duncan is a superstar.
Superstar.
The league could not market him. He wasn't marketable.
Yeah, he was the big
That's the big
fundamental.
fundamental.
Right.
Yes, sir.
But David,
Dwayne Wade,
know,
Dwayne Wade is
Wayne
a
Wade,
superstar.
superstar. That's right.
Dwayne Wade is a superstar.
Reggie
Like
Miller.
Reggie Miller, superstar. There's a lot of guys in that
Elijah
superstar
Wan.
bracket. Very few. Elijah Wan was a superstar.
Elijah Wan.
Wow.
Would you
Team
put
Elijah
Shaq
Wan.
at mega? Would you put Shaq at megastar? Because he did dominate. He did dominate.
He dominated the league.
He
did dominate
dominated the league.
But
Yeah, but I wouldn't
it's
put
close.
him at
It's close,
megastar.
but yeah, I wouldn't put
I
him
would-
quite
How
at
many rings and how many finals MVPs?
He's got
and
4
and
rings.
Shaq on
He's
some
got-
levels did become one of the faces of the league.
That's why I'm saying
He
that.
did.
It
He
was
absolutely
Shaq
did.
and Kobe. They marketed them together.
Yeah, Shaq did
Okay.
become one of the faces of the league.
Okay, so I mean,
No, Jason, this
I
is the
guess.
playoffs. There will not be any running and gunning, not against a defensive team. Milwaukee's problem in this series was they don't play defense like that anymore. And their best
Yo.
defender now plays for your team.
Boston is going to have a fit against
Well,
Who they
that's a
playing?
pick 'em because they got a game 7 to play. Orlando and Cleveland got to play a game 7, don't they?
No, their game 6 is tomorrow.
their game 6 is tomorrow.
It
And whoever-
could
whoever
very
they gotta
well be a
play-
game 7
It could be a
because
game 7. They playing in Orlando.
they're in Orlando where Orlando has not lost yet.
Right.
So, and not for nothing, I'm hoping the Magic win this series
I am too.
because they're going to give Boston fits.
They're gonna
That
give
length
Boston a
and that
fit.
speed of Orlando, they're going to give Boston
Yeah.
fits.
Because who's going to hold
Yeah.
Banchero? Who's holding
Nobody.
Banchero?
Nobody.
Who on Boston is holding Banchero?
And honestly, Orlando has a better bench.
Yo, them
Has a better-
Euros off the bench, them guys,
That's something good to talk about.
they can shoot, man.
That's something very good to talk about right there.
I don't even think you need to put OG on Halliburton. Halliburton is not really an offensive threat right now.
Unless he's open. If you
If you
sag
leave
off
it, right,
from
don't
three,
sag off of
he's
him.
gonna hit it.
But like even tonight, the one adjustment that Tibbs made that I did like is he put Dante on Maxey. Dante was able to match his speed and he got into him early, which upset Maxey's entire rhythm. You do that with Halliburton. Now I gotta see Dante not reach. Dante has a reaching problem. It drives me crazy. I want Dante to stop reaching. I want. Keisha about to get you, Jason. You better stop. You better stop.
Yeah, she's been on attack
Get you.
mode with him all day.
Listen, like I said, the Celtics don't want no parts of New York.
No.
They don't want no parts of
don't.
the Knicks. And having
They
to
don't
come
wanna
into
see
the
New York.
Garden, that's not. I don't care if we go back home 0-2, I'm confident that we could win 2 in the Garden and tie it up. I'm that confident playing Boston. I am. I really am.
And if Porzingis is hurt for that series and it's Orlando, they're really in trouble.
They're gonna get pounded inside. They don't have nobody to match up. Because what's his name can't do nothing. He definitely old now. What's
Al
his
Horford?
name? Al
Al Horford.
Horford.
Yep.
Al Horford is a wing player now.
Yeah, Tibbs
We
does-
talking
Tibbs-
about Boston. We talking about Boston like they're not gonna have trouble with either Cleveland or Orlando.
They're gonna have trouble with those
They're
guys,
gonna have
man.
trouble with them, and they can actually lose that series.
And B's
But-
not going to leave Philly because they owe him too much money. That's why he's not leaving Philly.
Yeah,
He-
Embiid ain't going nowhere.
He's getting $51 million.
Unless he demands a trade. But they're not gonna voluntarily get rid
No,
of him.
Daryl Morey's not trading Embiid.
Yeah. Embiid don't want to be there. Now, if you want to ask that question, does Embiid want to be in Philly? I could make an argument that he doesn't.
No, I think he wants to be in Philly, but he would rather be in New York.
I would love to see his interview at the end of this game. He's probably crying again.
I feel like someone cold is talking
Yo,
to me.
Yo, Jason, Keisha's going to get you. Nah, Dell, Tatum's not a superstar.
Nah, he's not a
he's
superstar.
not there yet. He's not
Nah,
there. Right, Shane. Can't trust him.
can't trust him. I couldn't have said it better. You can't trust Jason Tatum in the big spot.
He had superstar tendencies, but he had in the big spot he shrinks, and that's one of the things for me that shows the difference. For me, I already thought that Jalen was, but what cemented it for me is after Embiid hit him with that forearm shiver, he went nuts.
And let me and listen. Let me tell you something, Jesse. You saying that that Philly has
Willie.
cap space? They trying to sign Maxey, brother.
Willie,
They got to sign Maxey.
Willie, even with him
Here
being
we
hurt,
go.
he
Here we go.
played. With him being hurt, he played.
So now you want to have, you can't have it both ways.
We
Willie.
did
You
not
can't say-
have
you
Julius
can't-
Randle for the entire second half of the season.
No, hold on. Before we ain't even gonna bring that up. You can't get on here talking about he dropped a 50 piece on us, and now when they lose, you're gonna say, oh, but Embiid was hurt on one leg. You can't have it both ways.
No.
Either he played well or he didn't. Either Embiid played well and we beat them, or he didn't.
And
the
not
last
for
time
nothing,
I
he
checked,
played well.
he played well.
He's the third leading scorer in the playoffs.
It's Brunson, Maxey, and then
And
him.
Embiid. He's the third leading scorer in all of the playoffs right now. So
So
I don't want to hear that.
what are you talking about? The man scored what he scored 37 a night, 36.
Yeah, the 37. The Knicks are missing their second leading scorer.
We're missing 25, 10, and 5. That's what we're missing from our offense. 25 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists. That's what we're missing from our offense. And you don't hear us making excuses.
And still got to the second round.
And still got to the second round.
Ant-Man is there.
Oh, did y'all hear him? Did y'all hear one of his last interviews? Near the
I
end of the
heard him.
season, they played it. Where you heard it? Where he said he
I
don't agree
heard
with
him.
people taking games off. That's Kobe and Jordan talk.
Kobe and
right
Jordan
there.
talk right there. Listen, I watched the podcast today where
I like
Patrick-
him, fellas.
I
I
do
like
too.
this dude.
I do too. Patrick Beverly was actually talking about the season he spent in Minnesota and how he said he saw it, and he's one of the first things he did was he pulled Ant to the
Yes,
side.
Curry is a megastar. Yes,
Yeah.
I'll agree with that.
Yeah, Curry is face of the game.
Yeah.
And he
Change the game.
Yes.
Change
yes,
the game.
Yes. Yes.
Change how we play the game.
Yep. Little kids is running to the 3-point line now. That didn't used to be the case.
Maxey is shooting from the logo.
Unreal.
Reggie Miller ain't never shot from there.
Never. Curry
I'm
made
so
it
glad-
cool for Maxey and Trey Young and all of them to come in the league, taking those super deep threes to expand their range and do it consistently.
They can
You need the OG Duck It on Embiid poster. Let's see if somebody got that.
Oh, that was sick.
That's half the what's half the league? Half the league is what? 25 and 10.
Superstars?
It's
Well,
not-
guess what? In the 90s, every team was marketed that way. Every team, David Stern marketed it where every team had at least one superstar on it.
Right, there was somebody on every team because the NBA was going national, and with the national TV deal that they got, he had to make sure that there were marquee matchups in every game.
You had to, he did, and so if you're saying that, Jesse, that happened in the 90s too. New York had Ewing. New Jersey
look at my
had
jersey.
Kenny Anderson and Derek Coleman.
Look at my jersey, Jesse. Look at my jersey.
Charlotte had Larry Johnson, Mourning, Muggsy Bogues.
You know,
Yeah.
Pastor Jay, that might have been true in earlier iterations, but now the way the league is now, you just have to have a consistent body of work. And the guys we named have a consistent body of work. Yep,
And they're going
Brunson's
to be
leading the
Hall of
playoffs in
Famers.
scoring. Yep,
It's not even hard to get in the Hall of Fame anymore.
Dirk Nowitzki, that's a good one, superstar.
Right, and he's a superstar. He's not a mega, he's a superstar.
Superstar.
That's true.
Yep, we said Charles Barkley, absolutely.
Yeah, Sir Charles.
Yeah, Shaq,
who doesn't get enough
megastar.
respect.
Yes,
Yeah, Shaq is
we
a
agree,
megastar.
Willie. Shaq is a
Yep,
megastar.
we said Shaq
Absolutely.
megastar. Yep.
Absolutely. Yeah, we talking about you got to remember something. The names we listed as far as the older guard, these were guys who were in the top 50 greatest players of all time and top 75.
Right,
So,
before they had a 75, there was a top 50.
Top 50. And these are guys, they're superstars. The league,
Pat is on 50.
top 50 of all
Pat
time.
Ewing. Yeah.
Yeah, top 50 is Patrick Ewing's top 50. Bernard King is top 50.
He's top 50 and top 75.
Listen,
Yep.
Scottie Pippen made it into the top 50. I don't consider him a mega. I think he's a very high echelon superstar.
Superman, T-Mac is borderline for me, and only because injuries derailed his career.
And he was the star in Orlando before he went to Houston.
Yeah, T-Mac, I want to give it to him because I like T-Mac, but those injuries slowed him down for me. That was
He had Doc Rivers as his coach up 3-1, and they lost that series.
Lord.
He had Doc Rivers as his coach. That's what messed him up.
Absolutely, Shaq was a game changer. Penny Hardaway, another one who lost a lot of years to.
Oh my gosh! Let me
injuries.
tell you, if Penny would have played and didn't get healthy, didn't get hurt but stayed healthy, it's like him and Grant Hill. They would have been. We could have been considering them for mega because they were on their way.
Paul Pierce.
Penny was giving Jordan fits. Let's not forget that.
Yeah, Paul Pierce is a superstar. Paul Pierce is a superstar.
He's a superstar.
Yeah, Paul Pierce was a superstar. Gary Payton and Sean Kemp.
KG is a superstar.
Gary Garnett, definitely.
Yeah,
Gary Payton and Sean Kemp.
Listen, when you get a nickname, you a superstar. The big ticket.
Yeah.
The mailman.
Superstar.
The Rain Man.
Superstar.
Sir Charles. when you get nickname the Black Mamba, you get a nickname, you a superstar. The big fundamental.
Jesse, are you serious? Tony Coop. Jesse,
you must be got something in that cup.
Jesse.
You must got something in your cup tonight, brother.
David said he doesn't want Randall back. No, I want Randall back.
No, I want Randall back.
I want Randall back because I'm seeing what this team could have been if he was here.
You know what? I'm shutting my mouth about Randall from now on.
I don't.
Nope. Nah, we need him next year.
Too important. Because I will say this. This series was over in 5 if Randall's playing. If
Possibly
Randall's playing,
4.
Possibly 4. Might have been a sweep.
Might have right. A healthy Randall. A healthy Randall. I'll take a healthy Randall against one-leg Embiid any day.
Listen, a healthy Randall and a healthy OG and a healthy Brunson. Oh, I would have took that.
First of all, you've got to remember the Knicks are 25-5 in games that OG Anunoby plays. They have not lost 2 games in a row since OG in games that OG Anunoby played. They don't lose 2 in a row. That's a game changer.
Butler, I'm with you on this. Somebody needs to question the coach about the rotations. We got to get this rotation down by game 1, man.
Yeah.
Yo, is Precious hurt?
No.
And he didn't play 1 minute.
He had a 7-man rotation.
Yeah.
Maxi's getting a max contract. He
Maxi's getting a max contract.
He's getting a max deal. He's definitely getting a max deal.
Absolutely.
And Daryl Morey likes guards anyway. He likes 3-point shooting guards. So, yeah.
And he learned from James Harden.
Yep. Y'all wanted Randall. We did want Randall gone at one
Nobody's
point.
denying that, Jesse. What are you talking about?
Absolutely. We did want Randall gone at one point, but we don't anymore.
But once you realize what you're missing, and you got to realize when we said that, that was before we got OG. When we brought OG here and they played together, Randall was playing his best ball he ever played in New York.
Yep.
Sure
Because
thing.
OG took a lot of pressure off of him.
Yes.
OG took
So
a lot of pressure
before
off.
OG got here this season, we were saying get rid of Randall because we didn't think they were going to make a trade at the deadline, and they
we
got
realized
rid
the
of.
problem wasn't Randall. It was RJ.
It was R.J. Barrett. Well,
Now-
y'all know I always
And,
criticize
and I
R.J.
like
Barrett.
RJ a lot. Always, I still like RJ. But for this team, OG was a better fit next to Randall and Brunson.
And last year, let's be honest, quickly disappeared in the playoffs.
He did.
We got nothing from him last year in the playoffs.
Correct.
Quickly
Don't let
did
them-
that. He had that one big game in Boston at the end of the season, and then when we got in the playoffs, he was non-existent.
Yeah.
All right, Gerard, you're out on that limb. We're not quite ready to go there yet.
Yeah, I ain't ready to say that.
RJ faked the headache so that he couldn't think.
And that's why they got rid of him.
Yeah, I'm waiting to hear Draymond with this because he was still talking about, oh, Philly's gonna come back and win this series. Draymond, shut up.
Yep.
Embiid said we're the better team. We're gonna win this series.
Sure did
So
say
now
it.
all the Knicks haters are gonna now pick Indiana now.
Right,
course.
Frank. Carl said,
Historically,
why
though,
these non-Knicks fans on
historically,
here
that's
talking
been
about
the
nothing?
Yo, everything is lining up for us this year, y'all. Because if Greek Freak and Dame Lillard were healthy, we'd be playing them, and that would scare me.
But actually, Davey, they still couldn't beat Indiana with those guys.
Right.
They lost.
Milwaukee struggled against Indiana all year long. It was just a bad matchup for them. Just like not for nothing, as much as people was talking about Philly being better, Philly struggled against us all year long. I don't know why people were picking them in this series. Like,
Right.
Vegas even picked them.
y'all. I'm not gonna say that the
We
regular
blew them out
season.
all year. We blew them out
Right.
about twice, 3 times.
3 out of the 4 wins were by double digits.
Hendrickson. Where's Porzingis? I do remember us being on this broadcast, and you were a guest of ours, and we told you Porzingis was going to get hurt this year.
Called
We
it.
told you. We told you. Address it. I'm like Bishop Figueroa now. Give
Yes,
me
we
my
did.
credit. Give me my credit. Give me my credit.
He
I
called it.
want my credit.
Jason trying to bait you into a McCann rant. Grant Hill was a superstar.
A
Was
McCann
Grant Hill was a
rant.
superstar. Iverson was a superstar.
Iverson superstar. He did a lot for Philly.
He teetered on that megastar level. He teetered
Yes.
on it.
He took a lot of shots, but he changed the culture of the league too.
Oh, yeah,
Tattoos,
Marshall.
braids. He
Exciting
did.
game. Yep.
Yeah. He was almost in that echelon. For
Isaiah
Mega.
Thomas. Yes, Paul Pierce.
Paul Pierce,
was a superstar. Willie disagrees. He says no.
Paul Pierce
he's
not a superstar?
Paul Pierce is superstar.
No KG and Ray Allen. Pierce never wins a chip. Right. Yeah, I agree with that.
But it
Very
doesn't
true.
change
That's
his
very
numbers.
true.
Charles Barkley is a superstar who never won a chip. Karl Malone is a superstar who had another superstar, John Stockton, and didn't win a chip. So winning a championship is not part of the criteria on whether you're a
It's your
superstar.
numbers.
That's
It's your
right.
impact on the game. It's your numbers, your impact.
Impact, exactly.
Patrick Ewing changed the New York culture when they drafted him.
Keisha.
You know these guys that are talking are really NBA 2K fans, right? They're basing superstar status on sliders.
Isaiah's a
ratings.
superstar.
Isaiah's definitely a superstar. And he
Isaiah
definitely played
Thomas.
with a bully team, yes.
Yeah, Isaiah Thomas is a superstar.
Randall
Superstar
back is
all the
cool,
way.
but Stephen Marshall, I totally agree with you. I've always felt that Randall did not have the best basketball IQ.
But he was playing better when
Right.
OG came. So that's why I can't say when OG got here, that dude was playing on another level. OG and Randall were playing on a different level
I agree.
when OG got here.
Pierce's teams were better than those New Jersey Nets teams, and they still lost. That's true, but that does not change the numbers that Paul Pierce put up.
Let's not forget Jason Kidd was on those teams too. Okay, you had Jason Kidd in his prime in
a
New
young
Jersey.
Richard Jefferson and a young Kenyon Martin. So it's not like New Jersey was trash.
And Keith Van Horn
yeah,
was giving you at least 17 to 8 to 19 a game.
So that wasn't that.
And
Those were slouch Jersey
oh my
teams.
God.
Let's not forget Kerry Kittles.
Kerry Kittles as shooting guard.
Jason, did you call Jimmy Butler a Powerpuff Girl?
Wow.
What?
Yeah, he's kicking them when they down. He's kicking them when they down.
He better be glad Jimmy Butler wasn't on that court this series because they'd be going to Game 7 with the possibility of losing.
And scary Terry Rozier not being on the floor either.
Yeah, no Terry Rozier, no Jimmy Butler. That's huge. That's 2/3.
And a hurt Duncan Robinson. His back was hurt. He was dealing with back spasms the whole series. Duncan Robinson. So
can I throw something at y'all?
Of course.
I think what the Knicks might do this year going to change a way a lot of these teams operate. Because the Clippers just got put out with all these superstars.
Well, again, Leon Rose has built things the right way. Again, the Denver Nuggets built things the right way.
And Phoenix just got put out with all these superstars. Now, we made some moves that
Wait. Hold up. The Clippers are going?
They're about to be. They're down 3-2. Going back to Dallas for Game 6.
Yeah, he down 3-2.
Oh man, that's
I
crazy.
can't wait to see if Harden going to actually show up in an elimination game for a change.
Yeah, Clippers is out because they're going back to Dallas down 3-2, and Phoenix just got put out all those superstars. When we were making smart moves. I remember we got rid of Cam Reddish in a draft pick, and we got Josh Hart. McCants, you laughed at us. I said he's going to be the heart of the city.
You did say it, Dave.
I will readily admit, I thought he was a good player, but I wasn't ready to call him the heart of New York. I admit that, yes.
Jason, don't ask silly questions.
And then when we went and got OG Anunoby, I was like, who the heck is this?
They've been trying to get him for the last 2 years.
Henderson asked if Melo was a superstar. Of course Melo was a superstar.
Of course Carmelo was a superstar.
Absolutely, he was a superstar.
They robbed him of Rookie of the Year and gave it to LeBron. He should have got Rookie of the Year.
How about that?
He should have got Rookie of the Year.
And they gave it to LeBron because they already had megastar written on LeBron.
Right.
But
wait, put the camera on your sneakers. Put the camera on your sneakers, L. Put the camera on your sneakers. Let them know. The Melo's on.
Yo, Melo right now is top 10 in scoring top 10.
Remember, Melo was the first NBA Jordan signature athlete.
Sure enough.
They're going to Villanova Knicks at the podium, y'all.
Now the first signature athlete for Jordan was a guy who plays for the New York Yankees who wore number 2 named Derek Jeter.
Mm-hmm.
The captain.
He was the first Jordan signature athlete, and then Melo was the first NBA Jordan signature athlete.
Mr. November.
Did y'all hear me? The Villanova Knicks at the podium right now.
I just walked past the screen over here just now. I'm enjoying walking through the city, watching everybody, all these Knicks fans.
It's the love, yeah. It's the love. I love my city.
I'm not going to say that, Jesse, again, because the way that Randall was playing when OG got here. Now, if OG wasn't here, you're talking about pre-OG, I would agree with you. But post-OG, Randall was balling. Nobody could stop him.
And OG is such an amazing defender and has such a great defensive IQ. He even was making up for Randall's defensive lapses.
Absolutely.
What you talking about? No stats. Jason Hendrickson talking. We don't know stats.
No, he talking to Keisha. They're going at it. They're going at each other in the comments. They're going at each other in the comments.
And with OG, you ain't gotta run no plays for OG. He just gonna get it.
Listen to me.
You ain't gotta run no plays.
That dunk on Embiid,
yo. First of all, he was out on the wing, and he thought about shooting it.
He was gonna shoot. But he had that wide open 3. He was like, "No, I'm taking this to the rim."
Said, I'm going at him.
Yo, and when he went at him and he cocked that thing back, I said, "Oh God, this is foul number 5. I see it." And
Dave, if
sure
you can
enough,
make that happen, let us know.
Brother, please, please, please.
what's that?
He said he's going to try to get
Quinones
us
said he's gonna
tickets
try
for
to get us
game
tickets.
one.
Yep.
Okay,
I might have to
That'd be
fly
nice.
in for that. I might have to fly in for that.
I'll miss my Sunday morning service for game 1.
Game 1 is on Monday.
You don't have
Game
to,
1 is on
JB.
Monday. Monday night,
Game 1 is
7:30.
on a Monday night.
Monday night.
Oh, it's on Monday.
Oh wait,
Yep, they
wait.
moved it.
No, Dave. Can you, David Quinones, if you find out that you can do that, let me know because I'll be in New York this weekend. I'll just stay an extra day.
That's it.
See that? See that?
That's all you got to
All
do.
that. All
Wait,
that
I
I
don't know
gotta work.
if David
All that I
Quinones,
gotta work just went right out
David
the window.
Quinones have us wearing Popeye uniforms, and we're gonna be selling Popeyes.
In the garden for game 1 of round 2. Listen, I'm calling out. I get paid anyway. I got unlimited PTO.
That David Quinones, we be in it with Budweiser shirts on, selling beer.
Yeah, Sam, I was so mad when he missed that dunk earlier in the game. OG missed the dunk early in the first half, and I
He
was
sure
so
did.
mad.
He made up. He made up.
He
for
made
that
up
one.
for it. He definitely
He
made
made
up
up.
for it.
He made up big for that one.
Now,
That was
so
almost
glad they got
almost
past
as
this.
good as John Starks dunk on Michael Jordan. Almost.
First
It's
of all,
still
let me
debatable.
clarify.
It's still debatable if Jordan got dunked on it.
No, I'm gonna
it's
help
not
y'all.
debatable. Jordan
No.
got dunked on.
I'm gonna help you. Right, I'm gonna help y'all. Go to YouTube, look at the video, and look at it from the back when Starks is going toward the basket.
Yeah, that
You
baseline
see
angle.
Jordan come from the side and swipe at the ball. He swipes at the ball at the apex and Starks bangs it. So that picture is distorted. It looks like Jordan is off to the side, but he's
He's
not.
not. He was right there.
Right
Exactly. He was
there.
right there. He dunked on Jordan and Pippen
And Horace.
and Horace Grant. He dunked on all of them.
Yeah.
The video
It
is
reminds
what
me-
you got to look at. It's not the
Yeah.
picture.
It reminds me of
Oh,
a year that they.
she
It reminds
put
me
the
of a
dunk
year that
up
they.
as her profile picture.
She did.
She put the
It
dunk up.
reminds
I
me.
was the one that told her to go to YouTube, and she said I played it 5 times. You right, Bishop. I
Yeah.
said, yeah. He swiped at the ball.
That's why I need these people to stop coming on this broadcast. Like, what y'all think? Because it's the Church of God Sports Show that we don't know the game.
It
Is
reminds
that
me
what
of.
y'all think?
It
Come
reminds
on.
We
me.
researching this stuff.
It
This is
reminds
what
me
we
of a
do.
year that it reminds me of another year that the Knicks didn't win a championship. Who cares?
What's the prediction now? I will make my prediction. I'm gonna take the Knicks in 6.
I was going to say the same thing. I'll say Knicks in 6.
I'm gonna take the Knicks in 6 in this series.
Let me say something.
I got him at 5.
Let me say all the Knicks haters. The Knicks are going to lose at least one game. Don't come on here talking about, the Knicks lost.
Right. I don't want to hear
The
it.
Knicks are going to lose a game or two. Every time they lose, we get all the Knicks haters. Oh, the Knicks lost. Well, what do y'all think? They're going to go undefeated?
Yes, Ted. Knicks in 6.
Right.
No, we're not that good. No, we're not that good. Listen,
Jesus Christmas.
teams can go on historic runs like that. Honestly, I'd be more apt to believe a historic run if Randall was healthy. Because that team, when we got OG and that team was healthy and just running through everybody for about a
We
month.
wasn't losing.
Right. They were just running through everybody for about a month. I'm like, oh, that's when we all said, oh, this season's going to be special. That's when we said it.
Listen, let me tell y'all.
After we had to,
We were running
to
through everybody without
After we
Mitchell
had to-
Robinson.
Yep, Mitch was
After we
already
had
down. Yep.
after we had to stop Davey from cursing everybody out for that trade.
Davey was mad, yo. He was mad.
You hear Jason Anderson talking about y'all don't control us. Yeah, because that's all y'all want to do. When the Knicks lose, you want to come on here. And nobody says anything when Boston loses. I could care less if Boston loses.
Right. I don't.
That's what I said. He called me this morning talking about, I'm just waiting to see if I'm going to get a call from you. You ain't call. I said, because we don't think about your team.
We don't
We
care.
don't think we're not playing Boston right now. Y'all are not something for us to think about. We don't want to talk about Boston. We still got these guys in front of us. Why should I be calling you, talking to you about Boston? I
He
said,
said,
as a
"Oh,
matter
you
of
better
fact,
care."
I said, as a matter of fact,
Not with Porzingis out and them soft as tasty cake players called Tatum and Brown. Them dudes is soft as cupcakes.
Yes,
as a
they
Dave,
matter
are.
of fact, I
Dave,
said to
let me say,
him,
we have a
I
pact on
said,
this show. We are not talking anything about any off-season anything while we're in the middle of the playoffs.
And let me
I
address
said,
that. I addressed that earlier with Butler on the phone. I went on a McCants rant on the phone because Butler called me.
Yo, you were supposed to tape
Stephen
that,
A.
L. You were
started
supposed to
this
tape it so we could play it.
Stephen A. started this garbage.
I
He
want him.
started this.
I want him completely banned from the island of Nick fandom. I want him completely banned.
I do too.
Stephen A. Got to go.
How you gonna bring up a trade and we in the middle of a playoff run? We're in the middle of a playoff run and you bringing up Devin Booker coming to New York. How disrespectful are you?
Again,
for a
right, for a
player
team that's
with a
still
supermax
playing,
contract,
that you
with a supermax
claim to be a
contract.
fan of, that you claim to be a fan of. You claim
Right,
to be a fan
and
of.
like the Knicks got, I can see if we got knocked out. Then we're talking about off-season moves.
Right.
Okay.
Jesse says Pacers in 7. Now,
Of course, because we knocked out Philly in 6, but okay.
I mean, it's cool, but
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna tell you this
rooting
now.
for-
That's a young Pacer team, and if the series goes 7, the Knicks definitely win that because the Pacers don't win a game 7 in Madison Square Garden.
They're not going to win that game on the road in the Garden.
They would not win a game 7. In
I'll
Madison Square
take
Garden.
that. I'll take
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, absolutely.
First of all-
Because I could see the series going 7. I
But it's
wouldn't
going to
even
be
flinch.
Knicks in 7.
Yeah, the Pacers are too young. They are not winning a game 7 in Madison
You know who
Square
the
Garden.
Pacers remind me of? That 90 Charlotte Hornets team. That's who they remind me of.
And that's why the Knicks played for the 2nd seed when everybody was talking about, oh, they should have lost for the more favorable matchup. No, you play to win the games. You get the higher seed. Why? Because you want game 7 in your building, especially when your building is Madison Square Garden.
Especially when your building is the Garden.
If them young boys get to a game 7 and from Indiana, they're gonna piss their pants.
Right, exactly. Because the building will be shaking from the opening tip-off. From before the opening tip-off, the building will be shaking.
They're gonna have to come to games through tunnels.
Yo,
They ain't gonna be.
Josh Hart was waving at the Philly fans when the game was over. He had the ball in his hand waving at the Philly fans.
Right, Mel.
Who's that?
Why would the Knicks want
Josh
somebody that doesn't want to be the number 1 option on his own team? Hell no to Devin Booker.
Right. And I don't want a broke down KD, 36 years
absolutely.
old. No.
Yeah, right. Now the Knicks are cool because we're winning again. Shut up, KD. Get out of here. Nobody wants it. Look, when your agent was trying to convince you to sign with the Knicks instead of Brooklyn, because that came out during that podcast too. His agent was like, I wanted him to be a Knick. He went with Kyrie, and we see how that worked out.
They ain't
That
even
was
playing
the worst
together now.
decision of his career.
How you trust Kyrie over your agent?
I think it was terrible.
You paying this man 10% of your salary. And you gonna trust Kyrie Irving over your agent?
Yo, they didn't even make an Eastern Conference final with that team.
Nope.
They didn't get out the first round with that team.
Now, Jason, I agree with that sentiment. I'm not saying that I agree. These young dudes, the league has changed, but the Garden is still the Garden. The Garden is still the Garden. And even the young players say that. Remember, Cleveland came in last year. Braggadocious. They got Spider. They had Jared Allen and
Gentlemen
the other
swept.
one. And they got gentlemen swept to the point where Jared Allen said, maybe the lights were too bright for us.
Yes, he did.
Didn't even win. They didn't win in the Garden. They didn't even win.
The Garden does something to young teams.
Stage lighting. That's what they call it.
Yep.
Stage lighting in the Garden, fellas. It's like playing on the stage.
Players said it. The lights are so bright in there, literally, that it feels like you're playing on a stage.
The only one young player,
numerous times.
the one young player I'm scared of coming to the Garden
Is right on top of you.
is Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards, I feel like he'll come to the Garden
Ant-Man got too much Jordan in him. Yeah, Ant-Man got too much Jordan.
He'll score 80 points or something like that. Something
Jesse
crazy.
Moore, you ain't right, Jesse Moore.
Yo, Jesse said that Alec Burks looked like Bishop Al Jackson. What is happening, Jesse? Where do you get
Jesse,
that
what do
from?
you have in your cup tonight?
Embiid's on the
Unbelievable.
podium. Okay. Embiid had his say. Embiid's having his say now.
Yo,
Okay.
Yeah.
let's keep this in mind, everybody. The Knicks won 2 road games in this series. I want y'all to keep that. We haven't mentioned it, but I just want to throw that out there to
The Knicks were a
everybody.
really good road team.
The Knicks won 2 road games in this series and a
They sure
closeout.
did.
And a
They sure
closeout
did.
on the road.
On the
They
road.
sure did. They sure did. They
That's
sure
nothing.
did.
That's nothing to overlook.
That's the truth.
2
That's big
road
stuff to
games,
get
guys.
right.
They won 2 road games. That's huge, man.
Yeah. That is real huge.
Yo, they playing the
You
replay already
you're
on MSG.
now this I absolutely agree with, Jason. You come to the Garden will try to take your heart. Absolutely. That's what Knick fans do. They are the quintessential sixth man. The Garden is the quintessential sixth man.
Yeah, they like Seattle in the NFL, the 12th man. That's
Yeah.
who they are.
Yep.
Well, you're not being that Knicks Garden, yo. Like, first of all, well, Maxie did it the other night, but
But that's because of that was because we didn't do what we did tonight, which
Right.
was foul him.
Right. I'll give it to them. They played it perfectly tonight. Tonight they played it perfectly.
perfectly tonight.
Perfectly.
They wasn't playing no games.
Everybody,
If he get that ball,
everybody in the ball. Once Brunson hit that foul shot, everybody in the ball
Everybody
at
yelled
the
foul.
same time said foul.
I put it up in the chat. Y'all saw me? I said foul.
Everybody's a foul.
I put it up in the group. I was like, foul.
Everybody, it was almost like Ricky Dillard was standing there and said, "All right, let's go." Everybody
The choir
said
master.
foul at the
Everybody
same
together. All
time.
together now.
Yo, I can't wait to go on Philly because I follow a few of the Philly
Yes,
podcasts.
unfortunately, Oakley is still banned. Yes.
Yeah, he is. I can't wait to go and see what Philly is going to say about giving
They
out the
weren't.
tickets and it still didn't help them. I
Didn't
can't
work.
wait to see.
Oh yeah, I'm about to be on X, and after we get off here, I'm gonna go to bed looking at X tonight because I follow a bunch of Philly people on X
Yeah,
as well.
I do too. I follow like 2 or 3 of them.
I said
I know their
earlier
fans is
today.
tight.
I said
I
earlier
follow this
today.
guy
They
called,
don't.
his name is Running Back Philly. I follow him.
I don't think they realized that a lot of those tickets they was giving to Philly fans.
Right.
They was giving a lot of those tickets to I mean, not Philly fans, to New York fans.
Right,
was
because a
giving
lot
those
of New
tickets-
Yorkers live down in Philly.
Yeah, like come on. So of course they like, oh yeah, sure, yeah, we'll take tickets. Yeah, we know who Dr. J is. Absolutely, we know who Chocolate Thunder is. Yeah, we know. Yeah, absolutely. We know you got. We know you got. What? Sheldon Williams from St. John's.
We know you. We know Willie Burton. We know Willie Burton.
Right.
Remember Willie Burton? Willie Burton used to play for them.
Yeah.
Eric
'Cause
McKee.
that was the questions that they was asking. You know, who wore number 6 for the Philadelphia 76ers?
Oh, come
Dr.
on.
J, come on. Who wore
Wow.
number 34?
They are going to destroy Tobias Harris. Yo, that dude, he might as
Yo,
well
he
pack
didn't
his
score
bags
tonight.
down.
He didn't
He
score
didn't
nothing
score.
tonight. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I'm
He
telling
didn't
you,
show up at all.
he might as well pack his bags. There's no way he can return to Philly next year. There's no way.
But where he going? Nobody want that contract.
They're going to have to eat
Big
part
contract.
of it.
That's a big contract.
They're going to have to eat some of it because there's no way they can bring him back. Think about it. There's no way they can bring that guy back.
No. He's gone.
Yeah, there's no way they can bring him back.
But the bad part is nobody wants him, so they're gonna have to package some picks with him to get rid of him,
Or eat some of his contract.
or they're gonna
Yo,
have to take on another team's bad contract.
the game that I was at, they were literally booing him on like whenever he touched the ball, his own stadium was booing him.
Nah,
wow.
Oakley is still rocking with us because Oakley's problem was never the fans; it was just Dolan. He
It
only
was
got an
Dolan.
issue with Dolan. He loves the Knicks. He loves his team. He would love to.
I think Oakley got an issue with Patrick Ewing though.
I mean, Oakley. He don't have an issue with Ewing. He just is very outspoken about certain things. But I don't think Oak has an issue with Ewing.
No. Oakley's issue is the way Patrick Ewing handled that lockout. Because remember, Pat Ewing was
He was the president.
he was the president of the Players Union, and Oakley has an issue with the way that Pat Ewing was handling the negotiations.
And he
all that
also
stuff.
said, and he also said, Patrick Ewing. He felt Patrick Ewing didn't step up and lead them when they win the finals. He said he felt
Yeah.
like Pat didn't lead them.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
And those are his feelings, and that's fine.
He played on the team with him, so what can
Right.
we say?
Listen, he know what a leader look like. He played with number 23.
He sure
And
did.
he's best friends with
He's
him.
best friends with number 23. Jordan, him
best
and Jordan
friends
are
with
best friends. Yep.
He know what a leader look like.
When
Sure
when,
enough.
when Jerry Krause traded Oakley to New York for Bill Cartwright, they said Michael Jordan was pissed.
I heard that. As a matter of fact, I think didn't Mike say that on that Last Dance thing too?
Yeah,
I think
he said
mentioned that on that
he didn't
last
want
one.
Oakley traded. Oakley was his dude,
Oakley was his enforcer, man.
and he said that he was like, Oakley had my back. He knew if nobody else had his back, Oak had his back.
Yeah.
And Bill Cartwright at that time was like a borderline all-star, really.
Yo, he was the Knick offense, man. That dude, that funny jump shot. Yo, he was a scorer when he was here in New York.
Bill
He was like a
Cartwright?
fraud.
Yeah, Cartwright. Cartwright was a scorer when he was here.
He was
Not a game.
Yeah,
He was not. He was nothing to play with. People forget that.
absolutely true.
Yeah, young
Forget
Bill
that.
Cartwright, man.
That free throw. He had that jumper from the free throw line.
Oh yeah.
And that baseline jumper he had. He had that baseline jumper.
Yeah. Well, he took look. He taught that to Pat Ewing because remember Pat Ewing stayed under him for a little while.
Yep.
He taught that baseline jumper to Pat Ewing.
Yeah, the
Pat Ewing.
drop step. Yeah, the drop step
Yeah,
baseline
Pat-
jumper.
Pat Ewing just added the fadeaway to it.
Yes.
People forget Patrick Ewing is the original stretch five.
Yes, he is.
He is the original
Original.
stretch five.
Him and Brad. And I'll add Brad Doherty to that too. Brad Doherty used to hit that jumper
Yeah.
from Cleveland.
And-
Brad Doherty.
And Rex Chapman.
Yo,
Rex
that
Chapman
was a
was a
bucket. That
Well, he
dude
was a
bucket.
two guard, wasn't
He
he?
was a guard. Yeah, he was a guard.
Yeah, and he was
a guard?
buckets.
Yeah, Rex Chapman was a guard. Yeah.
He used to give
Who was it?
Jordan
No.
fits.
Then it was somebody on the Suns that was a stretch at that time.
Tom Chambers.
Tom Chambers, that's what he's talking about. Tom
But
Chambers.
There
he
you
was a
go.
4. Yeah.
He was a four. He was a stretch four. Yeah.
He was a big stretch for them because he was huge.
Let's not bring up Tom Chambers because I still get shivers that dunk he did on Mark Jackson. That oof.
Mark Jackson, he don't get no points for that.
Whew. I still don't. I don't even want. I just
that
don't.
was ugly.
I was
that thing
watching
was
that
nasty.
game as a kid. When
That
I
thing
saw
was
that,
nasty.
when I saw him come through with those two hands, and Mark just stood there,
That thing was
He took it.
nasty.
that was a bad business decision.
Phoenix had some really good squads. Phoenix had really good squads back
Kevin
then. y'all.
Johnson was one of my favorite point guards in the
Sure was.
90s.
Remember that dunk? Remember that Kevin Johnson
On
dunk?
Elijah one, yes
On
sir,
Elijah one?
yes sir. That was out of anger and frustration because the game was over.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, fellas, listen, we are in the second round.
We're in the second round, y'all.
So as of right now, only game one has been solidified. They've got to work out the rest of the schedule. Obviously, with the Rangers also still playing. they got to figure out when the Garden's free. So the Rangers have home ice as well. So and they're starting their second round series as well. So
Did the Islanders stave off elimination, or did they
not sure.
lose?
Let me check.
Because they were trying to stave off elimination.
The Islanders tonight. Islanders didn't play tonight. The Islanders. Let's see here.
Because they're down. They getting ready to get knocked out.
Islanders lost last night. Islanders lost Tuesday
gone.
night, so they're gone. They're gone. They lost 4-1.
What a shame. That nice arena, and they're not even playing in it.
Yep, UBS is closed for the summer. UBS is now closed.
We'll have some concerts or something in there.
Concert schedule.
Concerts, Globetrotters.
WWE will probably make us go AEW.
AEW.
Did you say the Globetrotters?
The Globetrotters.
And the Washington Generals.
Listen, they put on a good show. I went to see them down here at VCU. They actually put on a really good show.
Allen Houston's not a star. Allen
UBC
Houston ain't no superstar, and he ain't no star.
No way.
Oh yeah, Josh Graham.
No
we
way.
definitely talked about that.
No, Allen Houston is a star. Come on, we got to get.
No way. No way.
Allen Houston is not a superstar. No.
And it didn't work, Josh Graham.
Yeah, it didn't work.
It didn't work. The Knicks fans were in the building.
And from what we understand, it was so loud with Knicks fans that they started piping in crowd music during the game. They had started piping in crowd sound.
Allen Houston was an overpaid role player.
Agreed.
No.
Sprewell
He gave Kobe 50 points.
Sprewell messed up his bag by choking PJ Carlesimo.
Yeah, but the Knicks should have re-signed him instead of they re-signed Allen Houston and let him go.
But they let him go because that was Dolan again. Because remember, that was the thing. Dolan was having one of his media things, and Sprewell and Camby was like, "We ain't going to that," and they blew it off. And that's when they decided to let
Allen
Sprewell walk.
Houston dropped 50 beans on Kobe.
A young Kobe. Stop that. A young
Allen
Kobe.
Houston is not a superstar.
No.
On a prime Kobe.
That was a young Kobe. That was a Kobe that was back in Eddie Jones up.
The best Nick three-point shooter, his name is Dante DiVincenzo.
Exactly.
The best Nick three-point shooter.
Percentage-wise, it's Dante
DiVincenzo. Dante DiVincenzo. Sorry.
It's not Allen Houston, and I love Starks, but it's not John Starks.
I loved Hubert Davis, but it wasn't Hubert Davis. Although Hubert Davis had the purest stroke of all of them.
And L was at my 45th when Starks came.
I was there too.
That's right. You were there too. That's right. That's right. Y'all was at my 45th.
We sure were. We had a great time that night.
At the W in Williamsburg.
Yep.
That's where I should have had this doggone banquet. I'm so sick of this banquet right now.
Well,
So,
fellas,
Monday-
listen, I'm
Brother,
getting ready to
you know,
sign
they were
off.
trying to have
we getting out of here. Go ahead, Davey.
they were trying to have a GMWA thing on the same night of your bank.
They are having the GMWA thing on the same night as my banquet.
Oh,
You know
wow.
what? You know what I told them?
You hear Jason Hedges talking about he wasn't invited to my 45th. I'm not even getting
I
into it.
told them, and they got mad at me, but I told them I'd never been to a Diddy party, but I have been to the GMWA.
Okay. So Monday night.
Get us out of here, D-Lo.
Monday night, game 1. Eastern
Bishop D-Lo,
Conference
get us out of here.
semifinals, game 1. Knicks, Indiana Pacers, Madison Square Garden, 7:30 on TNT. And Lord, David just threw me off. We'll be back Monday night after the game. We'll be in our regular time slot, 8 p.m. on Tuesday night to talk a little wrestling because we haven't done that in a little while. There's a lot to talk about in the WWE as well as AEW. So until then, Orange and Blue Skies, Knicks get it done. We're on to round 2. And we'll see you on Monday night. Y'all have a great night, everybody.